Good evening, everyone. What's up? It's a satisfying meal. Topped it off the music there. It's Mr. Haga speaking. Previously, there was the introduction to the rant on Jamal Rosado. Today is going to be the continuation, the second segment of this rant. Part is a dead word, so is one dead word. Apologies for that. Segment is the more appropriate term for this situation. We left off with Jamar's laziness. And Jamar shouldn't be ranting this late. Must not be ranting this late. Jamar does not have commitments. He doesn't have a job. He's unemployed. He does not go back to college. He sits at home all day. He doesn't get up to exercise. He sits home all day and plays video games all day, and that's it. He's lazy enough that he hasn't learned new material all year. He's only learned new names of his new online enemies. That's all he's learned. Okay. Another aspect of Jamar, his poor manners are because of the way he behaves. Jamar screams, shouts, yells, raves, and rants in every video because he got butthurt over one minor situation. Big deal. He cannot accept criticism. Back in March when Catalog told him to knock it off with his nonsense and BS, he attacked Catalog and made Catalog his enemy and thought it was okay to make enemies, which it's not. That's why he has almost no close friends. In the rant, he told me, "How dare you subscribe to a real-life friend? Unsubscribe to him now." Subscribing to Neil Patel was to support him. That was one support system. He got mad because one YouTube channel, his enemy subscribed to his real-life friend. That was to support him. Anil wanted subscribers. What's wrong with him? 26 years old, and he's not stepped up his game for over 1 year. He hasn't stepped up his game for over 450 days. That's at least 14 months. And Bazinga fan deleted his video, his rant on me, and Jamar says, "Oh, Tyler needs to unfriend me." Tyler Tressler to his back. And he still thinks he's friends with Tyler Tressler to his back. He's not. Tyler Tressler to his back is little more than one minor online associate. And Jamal was rude to the Skype Game Show Network. He blocked and unfriended Rodney just because Rodney was on my side. Big deal. That doesn't mean that Rodney had to be an enemy. And speaking of which, this is off topic, Rodney got kicked out of the Skype Game Show Network for no reason too, even though he was the founder and the king of that group, the father figure. He's 37 years old. And Jamar thinks it's okay. He thought he was friends with those online associates, which he was not. And he didn't apologize. In the worst aspect, he was rude enough that he wasn't sorry for all those rants he had filmed on others. He's not sorry for making enemies out of Chris Fortin, Digimon, he's French, Digimon Dude, Troy Dillon, Johnny Atkins, and all those others. He simply uses a Skype crew. He enslaves them to help him on his videos. That's the only reason why he's a Skype crew, which includes Stuart McFerrin, Bazinga Fan, Adam Oliver, Christopher O'Hagan occasionally, and several others. Oh, Hunter Dillon's his new Skype associate. Craig Simmons. A whole group that's not worth talking to. A whole group of special ed kids that have poor social skills similar to him. But Jamar cannot control himself. He screams out of the blue. What if one of the viewers has headphones on? Did he think of that? No, because he's too impolite to think of others. He only thinks of himself. That's it. He's yelling. He's yelling at a bunch of dead horses. Doesn't he know that these that these YouTube channels he runs on are dead? They have no fan bases. They don't have that many real life close friends, and they're not famous. Why would he care? Why does he care about them then? And he thinks he can boss others around too. And he thinks he's at the top of his Skype crew or Skype group. He's not. He's associated with several Skype groups, and they're not his friends. The one final aspect of Jizmar is that he steals and cheats from others. Alright, he was on free lunch in high school. He's jobless, which, not looking down on him as he's jobless, but how on earth can he afford to go to Puerto Rico with his mother for 1 month, go to Florida for 1 month, both once a year, which is 2 big trips a year, by plane, might add, because those plane tickets combined are $1,000. How can he afford that? How does he have all these video games for the Wii, one iPhone, one iPad with tablet, which costs $500 freaking dollars, and what else? So, and a copy of that Puerto Rican flag, and several others. What were those? Forgot what they were, but they were similar. Oh. And all that junk food and clothes he has. How did he afford that? Simple. His mother cheated on the free lunch forms. Because it is not cheap to go to freaking Puerto Rico or Florida by plane. For 2 people, $1,000. That's a significant amount of one's paycheck, isn't it? And the iPad, $500, phone, $300, plus the phone bill is $100 a month. Those video games are probably $500 in total. How can he afford that? I mean, nobody can afford that out of the blue. Heck, with a minimum wage job, it's $600 a month for one studio apartment, which is $7,200 a year. We got the, what was that other? I forgot. Phone bill's $100 a month. That's $1,200. Bus pass is $60 a month. That's $720. Add that all together. That's $9,000 alone to survive. And add taxes. That's $11,000. How can he afford those extra privileges? He doesn't deserve these privileges whatsoever. What kind of activities has he completed to deserve those activities? Let's think. One knows none. Absolutely zero. Zilch. Zip. Nada. Sorry for rambling. That he has deserved to have these material possessions. With that, that's all there is to say for this rant. See you on the next rant. Peace out. Good night.